Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're doing something a little different. We're going to crack open a spiritual time capsule, the April 1952 issue of the Hindi magazine Akhand Jyoti, from the incredible mind of Yugrishi Pandit Shri Ram Sharma Acharya ji. Let's see what secrets it holds for us. So this isn't just an old magazine cover, it's a doorway to the past. And here's the big question we're asking today. Can spiritual guidance from over 70 years ago actually give us real answers for the crazy lives we're living now? Let's find out together. This line from a poem inside the issue really sets the stage. It's this powerful call to action, basically saying, we have the power to transform our world, but it has to start with us. It's not about escaping life, it's about making it better, right here and now. Our journey into this wisdom begins by looking at the source of our modern struggles. The magazine suggests that maybe, just maybe, we've been looking for the cause of our problems in all the wrong places. I mean, think about it. The endless notifications, the constant pressure to post the perfect picture, always looking for that next like. This question is more real today than ever before, and the magazine's answer is pretty radical. Stop looking outside. The real answers are waiting for you on an inward journey. So according to this 1952 text, that first step inward means we have to get really honest about the battlefield inside our own minds. This is where the real fight for our happiness is actually won or lost. The text is so clear on this. It says our suffering doesn't really come from our job, our relationships, or our bank account. It comes from these three powerful forces inside us: our endless desires, our clinging attachments, and just a basic ignorance of who we really are. And, this isn't some new idea. It's a timeless truth you find in wisdom traditions all over the world. Now, what I find so cool here is how the magazine hits this idea from different angles. On one side, you've got an article talking about the Buddha's teachings on conquering your own self. And on the other, there's a deep dive into this concept of moha, or deluding attachment. Two different paths, but they both lead to the exact same place. You've got to master your inner world to be free. Let's zero in on this word moha, because it's so important. It's way more than just liking something. The magazine describes it as a kind of delusion, a deep, sticky attachment to things, people, and ideas that are all going to change anyway. It says this attachment is like a chain that locks us into this endless cycle of a little bit of pleasure followed by a whole lot of pain. Okay, so if moha is the chain, how in the world do we break it? Well, this magazine doesn't just point out the problem, it gives us a super practical solution. It lays out a clear path called sadachar, which basically means living a life of righteous conduct, a life of virtue. And this isn't some pie-in-the-sky idea. The source breaks it down into a clear step-by-step process. First, you just have to look inward, pay attention to your own thoughts. Then you start to gain some control over your impulses. From there, you consciously choose to grow virtues like compassion and truthfulness. And finally, you make sure your actions actually line up with your deepest values. And this image, wow, it just says it all, doesn't it? You see someone being freed from chains, and the caption says, "By the grace of Gayatri, freedom from bondage." The message is crystal clear. When we do the work, when we commit to living a good life, that becomes the key that unlocks the chains. We open the door for grace to do the rest. To get even more practical, the articles highlight these pillars of a righteous life. Ahimsa, or nonviolence, isn't just about what you do, but what you think and say. Satya is about being truthful, always. Brahmacharya is about mastering your impulses. And Vivet, that's the wisdom you develop to know the right thing to do in any situation. These are the tools you need to build a life that can't be shaken. Okay, now let's see where this all leads, because walking this path of right conduct brings us to one of the magazine's most powerful ideas, a completely different way of looking at success and wealth. So in an article called The Art of Attaining True Wealth, the magazine lays out this incredible side-by-side comparison. Over here, you have worldly wealth. It's outside you, it's temporary, it's based on what you have, and honestly, it usually leads to more anxiety. But true wealth? That's internal, it's eternal, it's based on who you are, and it leads to unshakable peace. So the bottom line is this. The magazine is arguing that most of us are chasing fool's gold. Real prosperity isn't about your stock portfolio, it's an inner state of peace, of wisdom, of knowing who you are. And the best part about that kind of wealth, no one can ever, ever take it away from you. So let's bring it all home. What is the essential wisdom we can pull from this magazine from 1952 and actually use in our lives right now? Let's boil it all down. It really comes down to these 4 game-changing points. 1. Your suffering starts inside your mind, not outside in the world. 2. The path of sadachar, or right conduct, is the practical roadmap to freedom. 3. We have to completely redefine wealth as something internal and spiritual. And 4. This isn't just old, dusty philosophy. This wisdom is a powerful guide for right now. And we'll leave you with this final, powerful idea from another poem in the magazine. It flips the whole script on what it means to be powerful. True power, true leadership, isn't about controlling other people. It's about conquering yourself. So the question this 70-year-old magazine leaves us with is this: are you ready to be that kind of ruler?